Probably 12 people.
No, guys, I have some also.
Well, half you sit forward and half you sit back.
And our knees are in it.
You guys are all looking so good and full here, you might have to start sitting on each other's laps.
Right here, UUCLC.
That's right. Get Jan sitting off in the corner here. Good morning, everybody. Hi. Woo, thanks. Kelly's right. It is a thrill to hear that. I'm Linda Rochella. I'm president of your board of directors, and I'm here to give you announcements today. I'm sure that you can all read the announcements that are on the back of the page, but if you read them and followed them all, you could wind up being wrong because there's a communication error. On the very first one, eating out this month will be at the Cattle Baron, but the third Friday of the month is the 21st of February, not the 14th. So as a result, we will not be changing that time to the 7th. So eating out, as usual, third Friday at Cattle Baron, okay? Talking about communication errors, that was something we talked about a lot at the last What's Up on Sunday. And we talked about how communication errors could get started. And I have to admit, I caused a communication error this month myself. All that work. The light, yeah. Boy, I'm glad there's only one more year of this, because 4 more years, I'd be pelted out. See, there you go. If you've read the light that came in last night, you'll see that my report was going to be showing up in March. However, I was trying to be real diligent as your new president, and I had actually submitted my report 3 days before the due date, except I didn't submit it to the right email address, and I labeled it the January report instead of the February report. So we're trying, we're working on it. Communication errors happen in all kinds of ways. Let me give you some of the highlights of that report so you have them. I'm your new president, for good or whatever. Joan Pipkins is the new vice president, and yeah. Jan Thompson is continuing on as our treasurer. Yay! And Carol Stanfill is our new secretary, and she's not here today. She's up in Cloudcroft, but we'll say yay anyway. As I said, we also approved at the January meeting Katie Fizgerald and Charlie Schultz as co-chairs of the auction. That's and the auction is scheduled for April 29th, so everybody knows. And it is the second largest source of our funding for the church. So I hope you will all attend, will contribute, will help out with the actual running of the auction, all of those things, because it's an important part.
26th of April.
26th of April, oh God, another communication error. Is that a Saturday? Is that a Saturday, the 26th. I was looking at the wrong month. Okay. April 26th, the auction. I'm embarrassed. As I said, we were talking about communication at What's Up. We will continue to talk about communication at the February meeting, which will likely be the fourth Saturday, or the fourth Sunday after church in February. And we hope to hear from you during those meetings and hope you'll participate. That will be part of our communication back and forth, and so we would appreciate attendance. Last thing I want to say is that we have a great need for some volunteers and leaders. I mean, we really do. Number one is stewardship. The stewardship function is a function that goes on all year round. We just mentioned the auction, which is the second largest fundraiser. Of course, the pledge drive is the largest, and usually that starts, believe it or not, in March as we start to get ready for it. As most of you might know at this point, we do not have a chairperson of that committee, but you know what? We also don't have a committee right now. So please, if it's asking for money, funding the church, it's never an easy thing to do, but it is a fundamental part of being able to exist, is to be able to have a sustainable financial footing. It's one of the foundations of our church so that we can do all of the wonderful things that we do. So please talk to a board member about volunteering for the committee. Please tell us your expertise if you've worked in the function before. Let us know and let us know that you're willing to serve again, because it's a very important thing to do. A second important committee that is more and more as we have more people in need of help, the caring committee. The caring committee needs a co-chair, and it also needs members who are willing to do things either regularly or occasionally. It needs committee members that are there and willing to help. So if you have any inclination in that area, we really need people on the caring committee. And then finally, we are putting together the HR committee. And if you have expertise in that area, we would like to look over the policies and procedures. And I already know of a couple of people who are willing to participate. But that's another function. We want to be a good employer. And so that means making sure that we've got proper policies and procedures. Okay, I talked a lot about what the board is concerned about. I should say membership committee does have an announcement in here also asking for members. And we have a lot of other things going on. So I'd say read the back of this, make the correction you need to make on your calendars for eating out. And I don't want to hold you up anymore. Have a good week.
For our gathering song this morning, we're going to sing number 131, and please rise in body or spirit, love will guide us. The words will be on the screen. Thank you. It is wonderful to see all of you here this morning in our sanctuary, and of course those who are live streaming. Welcome to this February, the first February service from the Unitarian Universalist Church of Las Cruces. This morning, our service leader is Claire Neal-Wallace. Our minister, the Reverend Rod Thompson, is handling our sound services. Is that better? Okay. What? You're still doing sound, right? Some of us know it takes a village to do a service here. Owen Nunn is working the camera. Mike Yasko has done the slides for our service, and he is handling the live streaming for today's broadcast. Kelly Ingram is our Director of Religious Education, and you're going to see her a little bit later. Jillian Lang and Diane Lee have created this lovely chalice table. Our greeters this morning were Diane Lee, Jane Ash, and Carol Cassavant. And the hospitality, the goodies that you're going to enjoy after our service, are provided by the Board of Trustees. I am Katie Fizgerald, the Service Associate this morning, also a member of the Sunday Services Committee and the, what does it say? Respectful Relations Team. Unitarian Universalism has no creed, nor dogma. We are a covenant-based church, meaning that we agree to live in relationship with one another, according to the Unitarian Universalist principles and values, as well as our congregation's covenant of right relations. We embrace diversity in all its forms. Everyone is welcome. Everyone is welcome. You can learn more about our church and check the events calendar on our website, UUCLC.org. All of that you have to use, UUCLC.org. If you don't, you're going to be somewhere you don't want to be. Do we have any visitors via our YouTube channel? We're glad that you tuned in today. If this is your first visit to our channel, please email us, or not email, use the chat so that Mike can introduce you to the rest of us here in the sanctuary. If you are visiting us in the sanctuary, we'd like to meet you. Please raise your hand or stand and wait a moment till I get the microphone to you and introduce yourself so we let us know where you are from.
Hi, I'm Claire, and I'm here with 3 of my 4 children. We're from Tiersey.
Welcome, Claire and Scott.
Hi, my name is Linda Brocious, and this is my husband, Art, and we're visiting from Melbourne, Florida. And we belong to the UU Church there, so.
Welcome, all the way from Florida. Wonderful.
Hello, my name is Marie Matheson. I've been in town about 17 years. I've done some things with the church before. I belong to UU in Rochester, New York, and I'm here to get back to volunteer work, to get back to fellowship, to get back to where my heart is.
Wonderful, Marie. We're glad you're here.
Hi, I'm Charla Layton, and I was a member here, 12 or 13 years ago. I moved to California, and I'm in the process of moving back to Las Cruces, so I thought I would come here. Okay, I have lots of friends here. Thank you.
Welcome back, Carla. We're glad you're here.
Hi, my name's Jenny. I just got here last month from California, and I live here in Las Cruces now.
Great. We're happy you're here. Florida, California, wow. All those sunny places. Mike, do we have anybody visiting us on YouTube? No? Alrighty. Any others? One up here? Oh, okay. This is our friend Buddy.
Yes, I was here last week, but I just want to introduce my husband, Abraham Pettis, right here. Hi, Abraham.
Welcome, Abraham. I forgot to mention that Buddy and Karuna, I'm sorry, I'm an old woman, are guest musicians today, and we're very glad that you're here. Okay.
Okay.
You got these.
I told them. I told them that if they did not introduce themselves, then I was going to do it, and I was going to be over the top and dramatic about it. So all four of you stand up. Let's go. Let's stand up. You've been warned. All right. These are four of my best friends in the whole world. My friend Lilith, my partner Lance, my friend Ren, and my friend Leon. I forced them to come today by emotionally manipulating them and guilting them and telling them that I would cry if they did not come.
The other part of Claire's fan club are her parents and her sister. So. Anyway, thank you all for being here. Directly following this service, there will be an opportunity to fellowship with one another. We hope that you will continue to want to be with one another and gather outside, down the portico, all the way to the RE Great Room, where you will find treats, coffee, and conversation. There will also be chairs for those who want to sit outside and continue to safe distance from one another. As I said earlier, this week's hospitality offerings are sponsored by our Board of Trustees. Now comes the time, as we do in the UUA tradition, begin our service with the lighting of our chalice. And the words this morning are from the Reverend Victoria Safford, entitled, "The Moment of Magic." Now is the moment of magic, and here's a blessing. We already possess all the gifts we need. We have already received our presents: ears to hear music, eyes to behold light, hands to build true peace on earth, and to hold each other tight in love.
All right. Well, I don't mean to steal your thunder, Kelly, but I have always wanted to do this. So, good morning, church. Good morning, Claire. That is a lot of fun. I see why you do it every time. That is great. This morning, for our opening words, I have a responsive reading for us that comes from Erica Hewitt. And so I'm going to read a passage, and then you're all going to say, "We speak the language of love," and it'll be up on the screen there too. Mike will be guiding you all through it. So here we go. We arrive from many different experiences and background. Some of us have trouble speaking. Others are so young that they're still learning to talk. Some of us speak English as a second language, and others can speak several foreign languages. All of us share this in common.
We speak the language of love.
In the moments before worship begins, and again when we return to the service of life, we greet one another with kind words. We chat about the days behind and the days to come, and
we speak the language of love.
We lift our voices in song, not to sing perfectly or in tune, but to hear and feel our voices form a life-giving sound. And
we speak the language of love.
We form a web of compassionate listening when individuals among us, embodying vulnerability, name the fears that grip their hearts and the joys that buoy their spirits.
We speak the language of love.
At times, our voices clash. We disagree. Tension enters our voices as we make room for different beliefs, different opinions, different perspectives. Through it all, it is our intention that we speak the language of love. In this congregation, we welcome a multiplicity of truths and invite them to be named out loud. We prophesy summoning the age when justice and peace will be evident all around us. And we speak the language of love. Let us work together, making room for one another as whole beings, tender hearts, hungry spirits, and curious minds. With our actions and with our words, let us speak the language of love. You guys are pretty good at that.
Please rise as we join in saying our church's affirmation of covenant, followed by the singing of the doxology in English and Spanish. The words will appear on the screen.
Love is the doctrine of this church. The quest for truth is our sacrament, and service is our prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge and freedom, to serve others in community, to the end that all souls shall grow into harmony with creation. Thus do we covenant with one another.
Not to steal Claire's thunder. Good morning, church. Good morning. Happy February. This morning I will be reading the story, All We Need Is Love and a Really Soft Pillow. Little one walks up to his father and asks, Poppy, do you need anything? Little one, I've got you, and we've got love. Love is all we need. Little one followed. Yes, love and a really soft pillow. Well, yes, little one, love and a really soft pillow. That is all we need. And Poppy, a roof would be very helpful to keep the rains and the suns off of our heads. Yes, little one, a roof, a soft pillow, and love. But that's it. That's all we need. Oh, and Poppy, 4 walls to keep the bugs out. Walls? Yes, walls. 4 walls. And a roof, and a pillow, and love. How sweet, how simple life can be. That is all we need. Poppy, we need water. Oh, true, little one. Water is essential, like love. Water, 4 walls, and a roof, and a really soft pillow. Or 2, Poppy, or 2. That and love is all we need. How sweet and simple life can be. I was thinking, Poppy, that chocolate would be very nice too. Chocolate, yes, chocolate would be a very nice way to celebrate our sweet and simple life. Chocolate, water, 4 walls, a roof, 2 really soft pillows, and love. Perfectly simple. Well, Poppy, it occurred to me that we need a pot to cook in and a tub to bathe in. Brilliant, little one. We'll have everything we need. Love and a bathtub and a cooking pot, chocolate, water, a roof, 4 walls, and 2 really soft pillows. And that is all we need. A sweet and simple life. Poppy, do you know what would make life even more sweet? A vegetable garden and a fruit tree. I thought you were going to say books, little one. Ah, yes, books. We will need books too. Veggies, fruit, and books, all essential, Poppy. Now, we've got all we need. Some books, a fruit tree, a vegetable garden, a bathtub, a cooking pot, chocolate, water, a roof, 4 walls, 2 really soft pillows, and last but not least, love. Poppy, said little one holding his stomach, we do need just one more thing, a toilet. Very, very practical, my smart and clever little one. Yes. A toilet, some books, a fruit tree, a vegetable garden, a bathtub, a cooking pot, chocolate, water, a roof, 4 walls, 2 really soft pillows, and of course, love. As little one sat in the bathtub that was essential, he noticed, Poppy, our roof has a leak. A storm is blowing in, little one. Hang on to me tightly. The stormy winds took away everything. The toilet, the books, all the fruit from the tree, every vegetable from the garden, the bathtub, the cooking pot, the chocolate, the water, the roof, the 4 walls, and the 2 really soft pillows. Everything went flying, except for Poppy and little one, who held on to the fruit tree, whose roots were very deep. The wind and the rain stopped. Wet and weary, Poppy and little one rested. We've lost everything, Poppy. Little one, we have each other. We have love, and love is all we need. Yes, Poppy, and a really soft pillow. Each day is a new day, a new chance to count our blessings and savor the journey with those we love. Love, love. Love is all we need. Just real quick, for any new visiting families, we're going to sing the children's blessing and then walk to the RE building if anyone would like to join us. Thank you.
One way in which we support one another in beloved community is the sharing of our joys, sorrows, and milestones. I'm sure I'm not alone in my sorrow due to the loss of life in the recent air crashes in our country, and my heart goes out to all of the families affected. And of course, there's so much effects of war around the world. Communities that have been affected and destroyed as a result. But this morning, as you share what is in your hearts of joy, sorrow, milestones, please remember that this is not a time for announcements or politics. And give me a moment to bring the microphone to you. Those who are live streaming may share their thoughts on the chat, and Mike will pass them on.
My name is Ed, and 1 year ago today, which was Friday, February 2nd, 2024, I was out cold on an operating table where I had a double bypass heart surgery. I'm really happy to be here.
We're grateful you are too, Ed. What am I missing? Oh.
Jerry Natchison's memorial service was yesterday, and I don't see anybody of his family here today from that, but I got to know who Jerry was a whole lot more yesterday, and I really enjoyed that memorial service.
I enjoyed it too, especially the music that Mark and Kathy provided. Kathy sang like an angel at that service. It was just beautiful.
Good morning, church. My name's Haney. 51 years ago today, Lynn and I decided to avoid several January familiar birthdays and Super Bowl weekend, and got married on Groundhog's Day. It was the first weekend in February. Coming out here and getting a family of choice with Cassie Calloway, and her kids and grandkids all seem to be born in January. So it seemed like a good decision, but then Super Bowl moved to the first weekend in February, and now it's the second weekend. So, you know, we're okay.
Happy anniversary, Haney.
Well, hello. I do have a joy/milestone this morning. It comes with us. We had, unfortunately, at our community radio station here, KTAL, we had to say goodbye to one of our board members due to a contract issue. And we had actually just elected her president of the board. And so in her absence, I thought about it and made the decision to step up. And I'm now the president of the board at KTAL Community Radio.
I think Claire's a glutton for punishment, but whatever. We have any others? Mike, anything for our streamers? Okay. I'm sure there are others' thoughts we are carrying in our hearts, and I will attempt to light another candle for those joys and sorrows, milestones that we have not expressed, but hold in our hearts. Please, would you rise in body or spirit as we sing the hymn number 169, We Shall Overcome.
Love is a choice. We are not automatic lovers of self, others, world, or God. Love does not just happen. We are not love machines, puppets on the strings of a deity called love. Love is a choice, not simply or necessarily a rational choice, but rather a willingness to be present to others without pretense or guile. Love is a conversion to humanity, a willingness to participate with others in the healing of a broken world and broken lives. Love is the choice to experience life as a member of the human family, as a partner in the dance of life, rather than as an alien in the world or as a deity above the world, aloof and apart from human flesh.
talking about one love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. As it was in the beginning, so it shall be in the end. Alright. Let's get together and feel alright. Let's get together to find holy Armageddon. One love. But when the man comes, there will be no doom. One heart. A pity on those whose chances grow thinner. Saying, one love. What about one love, one heart? Let's get together and feel alright. What about one love, one heart? Let's get together and feel alright. I'm pleased with mankind. One love, oh, one heart, oh. What about let's get together and feel alright? And please, leading to all mankind. Let's get together and feel alright. Let me hear you say, one love, feel alright. Let's get together and feel
Well, hello. My name is Claire Neal-Wallace. I use she, her pronouns, and we're going to talk about love. Because it's February, the month of love, a time of giving chocolate, flowers, and last-minute store-bought cards sometimes. It's a time of coming together and sharing love not only with our romantic partners, but our family and our community. The spirit of love is in the air, and yet I can't help but feel a looming sense of dread. As a trans person, I do everything in my power to show love to my community. I do what I can to fight for them and with them, making sure that they have safe spaces to feel the love that they might not find with family. Because, in the face of bigotry, love will save us all. I transitioned to being non-binary in 2021 after experiencing what I called a gender crisis and finally accepted that the very idea of being a man was the source of much of my depression. It was still a long journey from there to find my true self and have the courage to share her with the world, but through the love and support of my friends who had all gone through their journey, I got there. When I started hormones in October of 2022, I was extremely afraid. I was working at a car dealership and knew that there was no way I could have come out and been accepted in that environment. Estrogen was just another thing that I would have to hide. Throughout my time at the dealership, I felt a lot of pain. Going to work was something I dreaded, and my abusive manager didn't make it much better. Even in this terribly difficult time in my life, it was the love and support of those around me that kept me going. It was the willingness of my friends to listen to me complain about my coworkers and the insanely transphobic and misogynistic things they said. And it was this community keeping me grounded and reminding me that I am loved not only for who I am, but also who I want to be. The support structure I built for myself was the only thing that felt like it was keeping me alive. keeping me fighting. When I was finally able to get out of that job and land a dream job, it felt like a whole new life had been gifted to me. In the face of anxiety, love will save us all. The reason I was afforded that dream opportunity at a new life was because of this community. I spoke to a few folks here when I was ready to quit at the dealership, and I asked simply if it was in the budget for me to take on more hours and support myself with the work here at the church. The answer was, of course, that they would do whatever they could for me and will support me in whatever I decided to do. About a week later, I got an email from one of our church members telling me that his neighbor was running for state representative and needed somebody to help with his campaign. It was because of the one thing that connects us all that my life completely changed. In the face of hardship, love will save us all. What connects all of us here is our shared values, the inherent worth and dignity of every person, justice, equity, and compassion in human relations, acceptance of others for who they are, freedom to search for truth and meaning, the interconnected web of existence. We reflect the core value of living love. We create communities of loving people who come from many different faiths and backgrounds. In creating communities, love will bond us all. Every Sunday morning, we all stand up and say in unison, "Love is the doctrine of this church." These words are important to us. They're a core part of why we do much of what we do and how we keep going. Everything that we do is for the greater good. Every time we help someone out, it is out of love for them as our fellow human being, as part of the interconnected web of existence. The belief that all humans are deserving of love, no matter your race, creed, identity, or orientation, simply because we are human. The worship of love knows no religious bounds. In Judaism, there is, of course, Leviticus 19:18, as well as in Christianity, love thy neighbor as yourself. But it is not typically viewed as specifically a religion of love like the rest of its Abrahamic counterparts. Harold M. Einstein, Chancellor Emeritus of the New York Jewish Theological Seminary School, writes, "The Torah, as much as philosophers and poets throughout the ages who have written about the manner, understands that there is more than one sort of love, and believes that these varieties of love are integrally related. There is the love that Jacob feels for Rachel. There is the love of the neighbor extended by Leviticus to the stranger. There is the love of God with all one's heart, soul, and might, joined in Deuteronomy. There is the love of close friends, evident in the relationship of David and Jonathan. And there is the erotic desire, heightened by fantasy and longing, of the Song of Songs, later read by Jewish and Christian commentators as an allegory for the human love of God. Christianity's golden rule, treat others the way you want to be treated, is such a powerfully concise message. It is how we teach morality to toddlers. In Corinthians 1, verse 13, Paul says, "If I speak in the tongues of men or angels, but I do not have love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and I have a faith that can move mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and give over my body to hardship that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing." You will regularly hear Christian clergy speak of love, the love of God over humanity, the love of Jesus towards those who he met, and the reminder that love is in the very core of our being. It's something that stretches across all Abrahamic religions, including Islam. Islam has a sect called Sufism, which often speaks of reality in absolute terms of love. Akbarian Sufi doctrine states, there is but one reality, love or sheer being, which manifests itself in two forms, the lover and the beloved. Sufi mystic Ibn Arabi writes in a collection of mystical odes, "O marvel, a garden amidst the flames. My heart has become capable of every form. It is a pasture for gazelles and a convent for Christian monks, and a temple for the idols and for the pilgrims' Kaaba, and the tables of the Torah and the book of the Quran. I follow the religion of love. Whatever way love's caravan takes, that is my religion and my faith. It is a worship of love, love as reality, love as existence and as interaction with the world around you and the people around you." Hinduism is far more complex, so I will quickly go over a couple of Hindu gods of love and devotion, but the ideas of these do vary from region to region, and it would take probably about 2.5 hours for me to explain all of that, and we don't have that kind of time. So, Vishnu, the creator, is often associated with devotion and commitment. Kamakaya, the goddess of love, desire, and fertility. Parvati, the mother goddess, is associated with harmony, devotion, motherhood, and also fertility. I could go on for an impressively long time, but as I said, there are many interpretations of Hinduism to nail down just one symbol of love across the entire religion. But I think the most important idea here is harmony. Coming together as one, a devoted, loving, caring community that provides for and protects one another for the simple reason that we are together, that we are all human. In a world where hate is increasing, where people are being attacked either through rhetoric or even physically for simply existing as they want to be, across the boundaries of religion, across vast oceans and different languages, love connects us, reaches us. Recently, a very notable event happened in the National Cathedral, and I promised myself I wasn't going to get even a little bit political, but then this happened. When Bishop Marianne Budd of the National Cathedral directly addressed the presidents, saying, "Millions have put their trust in you, and as you told the nation yesterday, you have felt the providential hand of a loving God. In the name of our God, I ask you to have mercy upon the people in our country who are scared now." She went on to highlight the immigrants, the people of color, and queer folk who are now under direct threat under his administration. It was peaceful, non-disruptive, and well within her rights. Yet it was met with hate, anger, and calls for her, a lifelong United States citizen born and raised in this country, to be deported. By a sitting member of Congress said that. In the face of hate, she did not waver, instead standing tall and reiterating the importance of love and mercy for our fellow humans. This was something that inspired me more than any bit of scripture ever could, seeing a bishop proudly stand behind her beliefs. Her belief in God, sure, but more importantly, her belief in love, standing up, coming together, and showing to one another love. Showing that love is more important now than ever before. When immigrants coming to this country to find a better life, the very principle this country was founded on, are being turned away and giving a sentence worse than execution, being sent into the desert to die. We must fight back with love. Now is the time for love. Now is the time to come together. Now is the time to join our hands in love and form a shield unbreakable. To create communities behind this shield, turning away no one. For the shield of love casts off only hate. And now more than ever before, we need to be protected. Being aggressive, hypercritical, or just mean in general to one another is not only against the very ideas of living love, but it's also going to make the storm of hate stronger. And now is a time to come together, to be one, to build a shield, to be the knights of love, the defenders of those who need, doing whatever we can in and for our communities, and coming together. Because in the face of the storm of hate, love will save us all.
Love and a little money. We recall the words of Brandon L. Lovely. Let there be an offering to sustain and strengthen this place, which is sacred to so many of us, a community of memory and of hope, for we are now the keepers of the dream. Our church's operation depends upon your support. For those who are live streaming this morning, please refer to the electronic order of service or to the member section of the church website to see how you can continue making pledges online, if that is your preference. The church is continuing its support of organizations identified by the Social Justice Committee as recipients of our Change for Change program. We collect your actual change. Checks that have Change for Change noted in the memo line, as well as online donations for this purpose. There are even envelopes that have blanks where you can write Change for Change if you want to use that. So please be generous as the basket is being passed. This quarter's Change for Change recipient is Dharma Horse Equine Sanctuary. This sanctuary provides comprehensive, lifelong, and loving care for horses, mules, and donkeys who have been abused, neglected, abandoned, or are in need of sanctuary due to age, injury, or illness. Dharma Horse Equine Sanctuary is accredited by the Global Federation of Animal Sanctuaries. This joyful refuge is expanding the circle of compassion by providing life-saving care to 19 horses. And these animals are expensive to care for, so please give generously.
Well, okay. I had my change ready. This is an original song called The Crying Man. Yes, I am the crying man, born in a world of doubt. Understand this crying man, worn from the inside out. Born to make a stand on a moonless night. If it's in your plan, help us win this fight. Do we keep on marching, keep on shouting in the streets? If love is what we're fighting for, do we keep believing in the people that we meet? Love can open any door. Some say it's a dark night of the soul of a nation, lightning and thunder roar. The words of hate may rain down upon our heads if love is what we're fighting for. what we're fighting for. Dark night of the soul of a nation, lightning and thunder roar. Though words of hate may rain down upon our heads, if love is what we're fighting for, then we keep on marching, keep on shouting in the streets. If love is what we're fighting for, then we keep believing in the people that we meet. Love can open any door. If love is what we're fighting for, love was in the palm of my hands. The crying man.
Good? Hello? Test, test. Okay. All right. I'm on now. Everybody can hear me? Cool. So, even now, when every day seems to get a little bit worse, we will find comfort in community. In community, we will find protection. And in protection, we will find love. No one is coming to save us because we are already here. It is up to each and every one of us to do whatever we can to hold the line. If it's making calls to friends, family, letting people know, getting the message out, making calls to elected officials even, helping in food assistance programs, or just bringing people together to meet one another. Organizing and coming together is what keeps humanity strong. If we want to see the future we dream of, then we have to fight for it. Make our voices heard. Make our message too loud to ignore. No one can do it alone. It takes community, compassion, and love to build a movement, to build a community. So as you leave here today, take the time to check in with someone. Ask how they're feeling, what they've been up to, or just how they're getting by. Supporting each other, especially our friends who are now at risk, is how we push forward. It's how we build and maintain the shield of love. Remember, too, that there are those who are facing extremely hard times, and to show compassion to those less fortunate. We all deserve to live a happy life. And a happy life is built with love. Whatever you can do to help your community, you should. Whatever you can do to build loving connections, you should. Because together, we are strong. Together, we are a shield. Together, we are the vanguard. Because love will save us all, even if it's all we have left. So, blessed be, Ashe, Amen, Amin. What's the other one? May it be so. There it is. And let's go forward and remember to bring a little bit more love into the world today. Thank you.
One last time, please rise in body or spirit and sing with us number 188, Come, Come, Whoever You Are.
This is sung in a round. The first time through, we're going to sing it together. And the second time through, we're only going to sing it in a two-part round. I'm not going to tell you which one you should sing because you usually make up your own mind. They got told. Come, come, wherever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving, ours is no caravan of despair. Come, yet again come. Come, come, wherever you are, wanderer, worshiper, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving, ours is no caravan of despair. Come, yet again, wherever you are, wanderer, worshiper, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving, ours is no caravan of despair. Come, yet again, come.
Please join me in these words as we extinguish the flame. We extinguish the flame,
but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
Precious Lord is a really depressing song, but this is not exactly a depressing time, so we're doing this a little differently, right, Kathy?
So here you go.
Sorry. Put myself in here. Precious Lord, take my hand, lead me home, let me stand. I am tired, I am weak, I am worn. Through the storm, through the night, lead me on to the light. Take my hand, precious Lord, lead me home. When my way grows drear, precious Lord, linger near. When my life is almost gone, hear my cry.